Dokkan challenges are a dime a dozen nowadays, and all the good ones are on my channel, which is not true, but I like to think I have some good ideas every once in a while, which is why I am bringing an all-new Dokkan challenge to the world. It is a boss rush slash drafting slash elimination slash character pool challenge that I am calling New Dokkan Challenge. Sorry, I'm not very good at names. But we'll be taking every character either released or easy so far from 2022 to 2024 as our pool of characters. And our goal? To defeat every challenging enemy on this wheel. So we'll be constructing our team from our pool of characters, but of course there will be some special rules. Number one, when building our team, it must include one character from every year 2022, 23, and 24, but besides that, there are no other restrictions. Number two, if we lose with that team, not only does the boss stay on the wheel, but all characters from that team are eliminated and removed from the pool of characters. Number three, if we win, all the characters used are put in a 1 video cooldown, and the leader we used can never be used as a leader again. Number four, there are no items and no support memories. And number five, we will not be updating the pool of characters with new releases, so releases from 7th Annie to Super Easy Kid Buu are usable. With that out of the way, let's see who we are fighting today. All right, first day of a new challenge. So we obviously spun Red Zone Full Power Broly, who is one of the very first super duper challenging characters that came out from the very first Red Zone. He's very, very tough, very, very cool. I wouldn't say he's super tough now, but he's definitely cool. Now, I already built the team, but I did want to just show you guys our pool of characters here quick that we have, which are 2022 to 2024 characters. So we have 221 of them, and I am sure I'm missing a handful here or there, right? Because I mostly did it off memory. But if I missed anything, it's nothing big, so hopefully it won't matter. And as I mentioned, we aren't adding anything, and unless I really forget something I need to add it, I'm really not going to count adding anything here. I even added characters that I don't like have awakened yet, like these guys. You know, I have all the stuff for them. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. And if I really need them, then I'll do it. But I'm not, you know, I just don't really feel like doing it right now. So we're not. Now let's get over to our team and to the stage, because this is going to be an exciting first episode, methinks. All right, we are running none other than Vegeta and Trunks, and this is the team we're running here. Now the hard part, honestly, is the 2024 character. If we don't have one available, I think when we build the team, I think we'll just have to say that that's that. But the 2024 characters have been proven to be the hardest part of putting a team together. So I had to pick none other than the new Ultimate Gohan EZA, which is a shame to use him right now. Because if we roll a really hard stage next, he's definitely a valuable character to have, but it should be okay. Vegeta and Trunks are obviously great. I think this should be a pretty easy win here, which, I mean, makes sense for our very first one to be a pretty easy win because we have access to literally all the characters. Which character we use here is all entirely dependent on our own imagination. Now, I love this one, so we're going to watch this. I mean, dude, Vegeta and Trunks might still have the best intro in the game, and I don't mean that even as like a little bit of a joke. Like, their intro goes so hard. It's so good. Dude. And to have that one and then like the Ultimate Gohan, or not Ultimate, the Future Gohan one right after that, it says a lot. I'm just gonna say it says a ton. There's gonna be a little bit of damage. I'm guessing like 300k. Wow, 129k. Oh, he's linked up with against Future Gohan. That's quite a lot of links. Never mind. That's a little crazy. And he's, well, actually, I don't know if he's on 200%, but I expected more. Honestly, I'm glad that he didn't take that much though. I generally think that guy's pretty much a bum, so it's good to know that maybe that's not correct. Good to know. Obviously, we got a pretty good team here. That's good. We're running a good leader. That's good. The only thing is, all these characters, right? I'm probably these first couple episodes, honestly, every single one. We'll just do every single one because who knows when people are locking in, right? So at least for this one, after this video, we aren't going to be able to use any of these characters. They're going to be on cooldown next video, so we won't have access to them at all. And Vegeta and Trunks, we can never use as a leader again, which they do have a really good leader skill, which is Future Saga, which has gotten a lot of buffs these past couple years, as well as Bond of Parent and Child, which is just kind of an insane category, right? So they're most definitely cooking for sure. You know, they are cook. The reason I put Gohan here instead of slot 1 is because I don't necessarily want to deal too much damage. I don't think we're at risk of dying at any time in this one. However, I do think we do have a lot of stackers and a lot of characters that need turns to build up. So the only thing I'm worried about, honestly, and why I'm kind of glad this stage is taken out of the way right now, and why I decided to maybe build a better team than I needed to for this one, is the AoE that he does. Now, a part of this challenge that's just for me, it doesn't really matter, is I'm going off my memory for a lot of these fights. And some of these fights I don't necessarily remember all the way. Broly, I do not remember how hard he hits in that AoE section, so I don't know whether to be scared of it or not. So I don't want to take any risks with any of the characters I brought and have them die against the AoE. Because let's say, like, this was all fine. Maybe I brought a slightly worse team. Like, I didn't bring... Well, I had to bring Ultimate Gohan because I needed a 2024 character. But let's say, you know, I didn't want to use, the, you know, LR Future Gohan, or, you know... I guess that's the one that comes to my mind right away, you know. And so we brought just like a worse character, and then they got blasted by the AoE and died. Then we would just straight up lose, 100% lose all these characters. And, you know, we got good characters on this team. We would just lose Future Gohan. Well, in this hypothetical, he's on the team. But we would lose, you know, Easy A Ultimate Gohan forever, for the rest of the challenge. We'd never be able to use them again. They would be eliminated. So it is something where I need to be careful of which characters I'm bringing for each stage, and be a little careful of the ones that have a little bit more annoying mechanics, like Broly. He's got that AoE. It's an annoying mechanic, right? So we need to be careful. We can't have any characters that can't take an AoE, you know, before they attack. We just can't have any characters like that. Otherwise, we're inviting ourselves for the possibility to lose all of the characters. So we're just playing smarter, right? We just got to play a little bit smarter, which maybe you guys won't be super used to, you know. I mean, I play smart every day. That's part of just what I do. That's just me. That's my job, right? My part-time job, playing smart. It might not be might not be used to it, but that's just how we roll around in Blue Jinkville here. So, Vegeta and Trunks, I adore these characters. I've actually spoken about them a lot. If you haven't seen, it was quite a long time ago, I did a video on them for my Dismal Future 200% challenge, which is a challenge that is currently on hiatus until new units come out. But I did their video. They got quite far in the video because I think they're really good. They just have a handful of problems as things have gotten harder. But if they could live those first couple turns, they scale quite nicely. But the only problem was I was doing the Dismal Future, which doesn't really allow characters to scale for very long. So you know, it didn't really work out for them too much. Although they got pretty far. I think their video, they got the farthest any other character had gotten at that point. So that was definitely nice. They have a really good team, so it all makes sense. But I'm very excited. One thing I'm very excited to do is draw a new thumbnail for them, because it's been a long time since I've been able to draw a thumbnail for these guys. So hopefully the thumbnail's good. I hope you guys enjoy it. We did get the domain open, which is pretty cool. Makes me think probably these guys will just kill. But you know what? We'll float off Future Gohan just in case. Maybe not necessarily want him to get... I mean, he should be fine against the AoE because he's got the damage reduction white. Right? So it's fine. And then, I mean, even Bird Q, he's fine with his guard and everything. He's not going to really take any damage from the AoE. I don't necessarily have to be worried about it. Assuming, of course, he, you know, Broly AoEs right away before anyone's able to attack, right? So we should be able to just burst down the AoE section of Broly and probably just finish it off that turn, which would be optimal. Because, like I said, it's a little scary. That said, though, everyone has their turn up and everything. We don't have a lot of attacks in the beginning, so there's a decent chance that we just actually don't have to worry about the AoE. So that would be very nice. Like the AoE before anyone attacks. After he attacks, after everyone attacks, I don't care, obviously. But not that I think anyone on this rotation is necessarily taking any damage from the AoE pre-attacking. Maybe Gohan would take the most, but he has like True Guard, right? Because he's got the type advantage, whatever. Gets the advantage of the type advantage, like nodes, whatever. So obviously that's nice, but I guess he doesn't have the class. He still has the class disadvantage, which is fine. But the point is, I don't even think he'd be taking a lot of damage, even though he hasn't been stacking at all. He still gets those turn buffs, right? Every turn. That I think he has to actually be on rotation though, but it didn't matter because he's attacking first anyways. And not only that, like I said, everyone's got the up to damage because of Future Gohan, which is definitely nice. I very much like that. It's pretty useful to bring against really any extreme class bosses you're doing, which of course most of the fights are extreme class. I added on like Blue Vegeta, Sword of Hope Trunks. They are legitimately hard fights and maybe a little bit more gimmicky fights. So you do actually have to like think about those ones a little bit more maybe. But they are super class and they are hard fights. But I was gonna say, like, I threw oops, I didn't mean to do that, but it shouldn't be a big deal. I did throw the 7th and 8th Annie battle on there. I only cleared those once when they had like their missions and stuff, so I don't remember how hard they are. So they might just be the easiest ones on here, but I also didn't think they were that easy necessarily. Those ones you do have to like choose a path to do or whatever. I didn't decide on a path beforehand, so if we do roll one of those, I'll just choose whichever path fits my fancy. Maybe the team I'm running, maybe a team build a little bit towards it. This should be fine. The only character who's going to take any amounts of damage would be Birdcue. We'll see how much he takes here. 262k. I mean, even he took 24 before Super, so... Okay, I'm very glad that I built the team a little bit better than I thought I needed to, because... Let's say I threw, like... I don't know, I was like, we'll just blitz it, it's fine. I put, like... Gohan and Goten, like the father-son Kamehameha... Goten on there, then all of a sudden it's, it's a little more dangerous, now all of a sudden you're like, maybe they take the AoE, maybe they die, actually, and they get us killed and we lose all these great characters, so gotta be careful about that. Let's do Future Gohan's thing here. I think that'd be good. Sick. He has a great active skill. Also, having it's going down playing over that active skill was actually kind of good. I actually like that quite a bit. Why does this guy have like no key? He gets the key when he gets hit. He must just not have been getting hit a lot, unfortunately. Not that it really matters a whole lot, but fine this rotation. Obviously, Broly super right away, but that's not a big deal. He's very scary when he came out was because he double supered, right? And you just had like less units to use against him, so it was something where it was really scary because generally your slot 1 character would probably take it, like he hits really hard. Vegeta and Trunks, like he's not a bad character, right? He's fully built up as far as the hits go. Like he was obviously missing stacks, but he took 200 whatever K, right? Wow, he's supering very fast there. But this should be like double digits now. He's supered. Well, I don't know about double digits, but it should be a lot less. 180 even post super. Because it's like, okay, Vegeta and Trunks just took that. They're on 200%, and I think everyone can admit that they are a fantastic character. Even if you're like, oh, dude, blah blah blah. You could at least admit that for the meta that this is, which is Red Zone Broly, they're a fantastic character. Red Zone Broly was like the hardest hitting stage for a very long time, and he could double super with his insane super attack, and he disabled dodge. Like I don't want anyone to pretend like he's not crazy with it. Like, he's not a crazy fight, actually. Maybe not as much if you're running a full 2023-2024 team, but that's, you know, not just necessarily what we're doing here. We are doing some good damage. What do we have next turn as far as the characters we can use? We have Birdcoo, who can revive. Yeah, we have Birdcoo, who can revive, so we are just fine this turn no matter what we do. I mean, even if Vegeta and Trunks get blasted right here and die, we are fine. We'll do these. Actually, these should just kill. I'm going to have Birdcoo go first, and then I'm going to finish off with Vegeta and Trunks. Oh, they didn't kill. They just barely didn't kill. That makes me so sad. I wanted to get them. I wanted them to kill. Oh man. Oh, that's so sad. Who links up better with them? It looks like they link up pretty much the same, but we'll keep them together. Wow, that's so. I really wanted them to get the kill. That would have been a nice way to end the video, honestly. But oh well. If we do somehow die before we kill, which would only be if like we get double supered. Before we get super twice before they attack, which I guess isn't impossible, but they get a big defense boost from this, from their. I think this one just built up more, and they have a huge defense boost, so we definitely don't die here. But yeah, unless we get like literally double supered, we'd revive, which is what's nice. For a second I thought that was the Broly super. Just for a second I thought that was the Broly super. Not that it would matter. It's just that Vegeta and Trunks would be able to kill, which we can at least get them one kill, but. Watching that everything they do, gosh, do I love these guys. Like, I feel like they are just so swaggy. Their OST, their animations, the voice acting, even the voice acting for Global, I don't mind it. So it's just very nice. Also, if you're wondering, I don't think I've ever like answered this, but I also don't think anyone's ever asked. Generally, when I watch Dragon Ball Z, whatever, I do watch it dubbed. Like, that is my preferred watch, mainly because I grew up with it as a kid, but also I just like the dub cast. I think they do a good job. But on Dokkan, I do exclusively listen to the subbed actual JP audio. And that's because, like, I don't know if the JP audio, they re-record it. I imagine they don't, just because Dokkan, they can save costs by not re-recording the lines with actors. But I could say with 100% certainty, they do not re-record the lines for Global, at least most of them. At least like 90% of them. So, they're oftentimes horrible. And who knows, the JP ones might actually be bad as well, but I can't tell. So that's why I use the JP voice lines compared to the sub ones. But that is Broly done here. Let's erase him. Blah, he's done for. Vegeta and Trunks, great, they won. We can never use Vegeta and Trunks as a leader again, and we cannot use any characters on this team next episode. They're on their one video cooldown. So if you like this challenge, you know, if you have any suggestions for it, or you know, you have like some complaints or stuff you like about it, please comment down below. Let me know. That way, it just helps me improve for the future. I'm not necessarily going to be making changes for this challenge directly, like next video, like there's not going to be much of changes. This challenge is going to stay exactly the same, but I'm going to be doing more challenges. I'm going to be doing more series. So if you have feedback for that, please let me know down below. And don't feel like you're being mean. I take constructive criticism very well. That's all I got. Please subscribe, like the video. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.